For kickoff, we check in with a third member of our crew, Jamie Maggio.
Noah, thank you so much. Well, Coach Harbaugh said at practice this week there was a good sense of urgency amongst all of the quarterbacks. He said he observed a great improvement in the timing of the passing game. And as a Hall of Famer mentioned a moment ago, another good sign out of practice this week, Justin Herbert seen without the walking boot on his right foot. The prognosis was for him to wear that boot for about 2 weeks with a graduated return to play protocol. Coach Harbaugh says Herbert's recovery is right on track. Just what we want to hear. Back up to you guys.
All right, Jamie, thanks so much. So Herbert will be out there on the sideline. He'll get to really see up close and personal this new kickoff rule on top of everything else. We got to see it preseason week 1. Kicker at their own 35, kickoff team at the opponent's 40. The returning team has to have at least 9 players between the 35 and the 30. Then there's that landing zone, and that's really the biggest key. That's between the 20 and the goal line. You've got to kick it into that landing zone. If it's received within there, it has to be returned, and if you don't, if you miss it, then it's quite the infraction for the kicking team. It is a clear advantage for the receiving team. And in week 1, the big idea with this new rule that we've seen in the XFL is to encourage more returns. It was the lowest return rate ever in 2023 at 22%. Week 1 of the preseason, 80% returns. And special teams coordinator Ryan Ficken has talked about the excitement that the players have felt just believing that they can make an impact consistently now in the return game.
That's going to be a work in progress throughout the season. We've seen it in the preseason already. But for Ficken, he wants guys can block in space and get after people. So you're going to see a lot of different types of personnel, some offensive linemen, some linebackers, but all good athletes.
Rams won the toss. Chargers will get the ball first after they defer their acting head coach Aubrey Pleasant. Defensive backs and pass game coordinator will be out there and make it actually Rams ball. Swap that. Chargers will kick it off, and they've got Cameron Dicker to send it away. And we'll see where he puts it in this landing zone. Right at the goal line. It will be returned by Tyler Johnson. Looking to squeeze through. Johnson across the 30. And decent field position to start for this Rams offense at about the 32-yard line. Stetson Bennett coming off a victory against the Cowboys in week 1 in which he threw 4 interceptions and the game-winning touchdown. I'm not sure I've ever heard that before, but he went out there and did it.
He played the entire game. We expect to see him for the entire game this evening. It was 28 of 34, 200.
So Bennett from the 32. Play action pass on first down. He's got a completion right out of the gate to Whittington, who was the real star of the show in preseason week 1 with a number of catches in the victory against the Cowboys. The players to watch are brought to you by Paramount Plus, your home to stream the NFL on CBS every Sunday all season long. And for the defensive side, Scott Matlock has really begun to just showcase how important he's going to be on both sides of the ball, but certainly defensively and special teams for this team.
Yeah, good run stopper, high energy player.
Zach Evans the back. He's got the handoff on first down. Stutter step move across midfield, and just like that, 2 plays into Charger territory as Deion Henley catches up to him. We'll see what this Charger defense looks like week 2 after a pretty impressive performance in week 1 against the Seahawks. Despite the loss, we talked about the goal line stand. Jesse Minter leaving his imprint. Jim Harbaugh liked what he saw, especially from some of the young players. Really shouted out Troy Dye as well. 2nd and 3. Handoff right back to the ground, and this one is going to be awfully close, about 1.5 yards shy, as Poona Ford upends Zach Evans. So another handoff on 3rd down, and that'll be a first down. Keep the legs churning, and Evans just chewing them up so far. The 2nd-year pro out of Ole Miss, showcasing early.
Yeah, had a good game last week against Dallas Cowboys. But you talked about keeping your legs churning. You also noticed his pad level was lower than the guys trying to tackle him. And it's always the low man wins.
He stands at 5'11", so generally you see those running backs 5'8", including the rookie that they drafted out of Michigan, third-round pick Blake Corum, who we won't see today. But Evans showing some patience, some vision, and another fresh set of downs for the Rams. Here's Bennett on first down. Slings over the sideline. It's broken up. Daiyan Henley got a hand in the cookie jar.
Really good reaction there by Henley. He was beat at the start of this route. You can see his closing speed there. Ball thrown a little bit behind the receiver. Made for a nice play with the right hand to block that ball away.
And Dan, we know that Henley had some impressive moments as a rookie, but there is still that major difference, even just having a full offseason in an NFL program, year 1 to year 2. And Henley making a nice play to set up 2nd and 10. Hand it off up the middle. Evans is bottled up just across the 40 to the 39. First man there, Denzel Perryman, the 10-year veteran.
Good job on this side of the Charger defense. As you can see, taking on the block. This time there's just no hole for Evans to get through. Good. Best play so far for the Charger defense. Back-to-back plays.
Here's their first test on 3rd and 8. Boston Scott now in there at the running back spot. Bennett over the middle. It is hauled in. That is a tough catch made over the middle by Davis Allen. He was battling with the safety A.J. Finley, and size wins on 3rd down.
Yeah, left side of the screen. You can see he gets a free release off the line of scrimmage. That shouldn't happen on 3rd down. Tight end should always be disrupted coming off the line of scrimmage, but that free release gave him the advantage over Finley.
The 2-time national champion at Georgia, Stetson Bennett, looking more comfortable here to start this game. Handoff for Scott. And he is devoured right up the middle by Perryman.
Yeah, good to see Perryman back with the Chargers. His first 6 years he played for San Diego and Los Angeles. It's hard to see a linebacker, though, wearing number 6, isn't it, though?
It's weird, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
You've got a 6 and you've got a 0 out there.
And he's 240 pounds. That's too big to be wearing a little number like that.
5'11", 240, packs a punch, and certainly made his presence felt there after the pickup of 2. And there's going to be a flag down. Our first penalty of the day is going to move this back.
It'll be a free 5 yards for the Charger defense.
Full start. Offense. Everyone but the center. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
John Hussey gave me maybe my favorite call in all football. Everyone but the center.
Yeah.
I love a good everyone but the center.
They split that flag 10 ways.
Yeah, it does feel a little wrong, though. If it's everybody but the center,
the center
and it's
was
still
right.
just 5 yards. Right, the center should get, hey, maybe we just let the center stay out there. I don't know, workshopping it. It's preseason game number 2. So the acting head coach Aubrey Pleasant now with a 2nd and 13, looking to dial something up. And Whittington with another catch right at the 30, back to the original line of scrimmage. Daiyan Henley right there to make sure that he doesn't get anything extra.
Yeah, a little bit of a bobble there by Whittingham. And a big game against the Cowboys. 6 catches, 74 yards.
Now 3rd down and 10. Sean McVay is here. He's in the coaching box, but really wanted to shout out the great work that Aubrey Pleasant has done and give him the opportunity to act as the head coach for today's game. Here's 3rd down and 10. Bennett, deep drop, loft, sideline. A little bit too tall for Tyler Johnson. And a stop there for this Chargers defense. We'll see if the Rams look to take the 3 points.
This is what we saw last week against Seattle, was Minter's defense coming with the blitz off the slot. It was man-to-man coverage here. Watch this blitz here. And there comes more help. And that wisely was thrown away. You can see the good coverage in the secondary and pressure on the quarterback. Perfect.
So it will be a field goal attempt for the rookie Joshua Carty. And this one curved just in there. So Carty drills it from about 48 yards out and gets the Rams on the board to start this game. 3-0 in the battle for LA. Just a couple minutes into this first from SoFi. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Chevrolet. Together, let's drive at your Southern California Chevy dealers. And by McDonald's, a feast fit for the Bolt fam. Order ahead on the McDonald's app. At participating McDonald's, must opt into rewards. Beautiful day in Southern California. We've already seen one of the new kickoffs, and with the Rams going down the field to get the first 3 points of the game just over 5 minutes in. Now it's the Chargers' turn to try to make some kind of a dent on this return. It'll be Jalen Johnson and Jaret Patterson back to receive it. And this one will be taken out. Johnson looking for a seam, slips a tackle. Oh, he gets leveled just shy of the 25. Big hit by Omar Speights. And that'll bring out Easton Stick. A massive game for Stick to show that he can still run this offense at a high level. Five of 13 last week, 31 yards in that first half with the interception. But Jim Harbaugh said that he really approached this week with a different level of confidence and comfortability. He's got Patterson in there to start this game at running back. Swing it to the outside here. Catch made by Davis. And he spins away and is dumped down at the 30-yard line. Players to watch are brought to you by Paramount Plus, your home to stream the NFL on CBS every Sunday all season long. And on the offensive side, it's going to start more than anything with these two quarterbacks.
Yeah, absolutely. It's real good competition all of a sudden. Perez did a great job last week. Stick off to a good start, completing his first pass for a couple of yards, but it was a confidence builder for Easton Stick.
Disley, the tight end, the motion man, swing it outside. It's Patterson on the catch and run, and he explodes forward to set up 3rd and short. So a nice couple of rhythm-type throws for Easton Stick to try to find a little bit more early in this first quarter.
Yeah, watch the end of this play, too, by Patterson. Watch how he attacks the tackler right there, dropping his right shoulder right into the tackler of Jacob Hummel.
So here's the 3rd down and 2. I know this team wants to be physical. You see 15 out there. That's Ladd McConkey, the rookie, playing in his first NFL action here. Handoff, Patterson up the gut, fighting forward, and he's got it. First down, Chargers. Desjuan Johnson trying to stop him in his tracks, but all 5'8", 195 of Jaret Patterson got that one, and then the rookie Kamani Vidal getting in there, getting some action himself, will be in there for this fresh set of downs. And there is Ladd McConkey, a rookie out of Georgia, 2nd-round pick, 2-time national champion with his former starting quarterback on the other side, Stetson Bennett. They put him in motion. Stick pumps, rifles. Oh, that was dangerous as it falls incomplete. He was looking for Brendan Rice, and instead a harmless 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it was a pass play where he had good protection. He wanted to go to McConkey on the left side, came back to the middle of the field here, and you could see how close that came to being an interception. Looking left, then back right, little hesitation there. And once you hesitate that long, that allows the defense to react as they did that time.
Russ Yeat had it in his hands, went through, and sets up 2nd and 10. Vidal on the give. Vidal slipping through. That's a big gain. Smash mouth football. What the Chargers want to do with Greg Roman and Jim Harbaugh. And a big gainer sets the new set of downs for LA.
Well, a lot of people had him ranked as the number 2 running back coming out of college last year. You could see the good vision he had as he picked his way all the way out to midfield.
Well, there is Greg Roman, the offensive coordinator, coming on with Jim Harbaugh, worked together in San Francisco, and he said he's going to open it up a little bit more for these quarterbacks to work with. He's liking what he's seeing right now out of his rookie running back. Another power run, this time to the outside, and Vidal with back-to-back positive runs for the Chargers to set up 2nd and short. The Rookie Spotlight is presented by UCLA Health, keeping you on top of your game. Today we spotlight wide receiver Brendan Rice, of course the son of Hall of Famer and the greatest wide receiver to ever touch the field in Jerry Rice, but a 2nd-team All Pac-12 performer last year, and they have loved what he's brought in camp.
The one thing that Harbaugh's amazed at is that Brendan Rice doesn't get tired.
got that Energizer Bunny feel. And right now, so does Vidal, who in 3 carries has picked up 2 first downs for this Chargers offense. And this is literally what they could not do the entire first half a week ago, already moving the sticks and into Rams territory.
And he's very decisive runner. We've seen him bounce it to the outside, but 2 really impressive runs between the tackles has got the Chargers now into Ram territory.
All-American last year, the Sun Belt Offensive Player of the Year will get a break and get Patterson back in the game, who is in line right now really for the 3rd spot at running back behind Edwards and Dobbins, who won't play today. Smart, the motion man. Stick looking to throw on first down. Good protection. Stick finds his target. It's Dissly on the run, who makes the grab for a gain of 4.
Well, Stick has a good mobility. Good protection there. I don't know why he ran out of the pocket there, looking far down the right side. Finally came back to an outlet receiver in Dissly and got the completion.
Dissly was so excited about the opportunity with the Chargers because of Greg Roman's offense, because it allows the tight ends to be blockers. That's where they're supposed to excel. Chark, the motion man on second down. Dump it a little bit too high in the direction of Elijah Dotson. It'll send up third down.
He threw that ball away, and that was a smart throwaway because that screen pass to Dotson was not going to go anywhere. After the play fake, looking right, then back to the left, pressure coming, and also somebody covering Dotson. Bring up another third down, which Chargers done a lot better, obviously, than they did last week against the Seahawks on third down.
This one 3rd and 6. Dotson will stay in there at running back. This is generally where Ladd McConkey excels. Looking that direction. Instead, it's over the middle. Rice couldn't keep it in his grasp. It gets down, but they're going to call it incomplete. Rams thought maybe a catch and a fumble. Instead, Chargers breathe a sigh of relief as Jalen McCullough came in and jarred it loose.
It's a good throw by Stick, right on the money, but the left hand got in there to knock it out. Just a good, strong punch out by McCullough.
So this will be a 55-yard field goal attempt. Cameron Dicker made from 58 last week. And Ryan Ficken said, there's no target line. We just let him go out there and do exactly that. It's a knuckleball. It feels like you never know exactly where it's going to end up, but it always finds its way through the sticks.
That was a slider right on the block on the outside. A perfect kick, a perfect pitch.
I don't know what this Cy Young kicker is doing, but right now he's drilling everything and ties the game. Chargers game day is best shared with others, so gather your friends, family, and coworkers together and unlock special group pricing on single game tickets. Visit chargers.com/groups to secure your seats while supplies last. Well, you got quarterback jerseys littered throughout this stadium, and we saw a lot better of quarterback play in that first drive from the Chargers offense to tie this game.
And number 2, Easton Stick, very consistent, only threw really one bad pass, made good decisions. Vidal really helped him out with some great runs.
Great kick there by Dicker. And Scott gets absolutely crunched. Flying through the air, flipped to the turf, and a big-time hit by Simi Fehoko.
We've seen 2 kickoffs back-to-back with really huge collisions.
So Stick so far, 3 of 6, 12 yards. You've got Luis Perez right there next to him. Both of these two vying for that potential backup spot behind Justin Herbert, who you see all the way to the left of your screen. But a good start, and as Greg Roman said, open it up a little bit more. We got to see a bit more variety. So Scott took the hit on that return. He's going to stay in at the running back spot. Scott, the hesitation and the surge forward will pick up 9. Deion Henley tracks him down for another tackle. So for Easton Stick, we knew how big of a game this was going to be. So it's not even just performing, but it's also performing to some degree under pressure for Easton Stick today.
And being a leader, and the way you lead positively is by your actions. And his action's a lot better this week so far.
Whittington couldn't make that grab. It sets up 3rd and 1.
That's a tough throw for Stetson Bennett, running left and trying to throw right. But this is a similar type of pass he threw for the winning touchdown against the Cowboys last week.
Tarheeb still was there, applying some extra pressure on the outside route. Now 3rd and 1. Rams keeping the veteran Scott in the backfield. Big play here for this Charger defense early. Handoff. Scott didn't get there. Good penetration by the Chargers D. Matlock in the middle of it, making things happen.
Really, you talk about penetration. Watch the Chargers stand up the Rams offensive line. You can see the 3 men in the middle, their 2 guards in the center were just stood straight up. They lost all their momentum, and that allowed the Chargers to gang tackle and come up with a huge play on 3rd and short.
So the rookie Jalen Gill will be back to receive this punt from Ethan Evans, second-year man out of Wingate. And a nice 3-and-out force by a Charger defense that's finding a good rhythm once again early today. This one will be returned. Gill busted to the outside. Gill down the sideline. Shimmy shake, and he's finally brought down towards midfield. A solid return and better field position for this Chargers offense as they look to continue on the momentum they've established early. Jim Harbaugh looking to fix some of the mistakes from week 1. So far, so good, all even at 3 with just under 3.5 to play in the first. Joe Ortiz, general manager of this Los Angeles Chargers team, taking in his group, coming over from Baltimore, spent his entire NFL front office career with the Baltimore Ravens from 1998 to 2023 after a couple years as a GA at Auburn. He was a scout, he was a personnel assistant, director of college scouting, director of player personnel, part of 2 Super Bowl champion Ravens teams, and comes as highly regarded as you can in the football world. He has built this team around what Jim Harbaugh and Greg Roman want to do, and that is be physical, control the line of scrimmage. What they've done so far is that one's a little too high from Stick. A flag on the field. He was looking for Darius Davis. And we'll wait for the penalty as John Hussey will deliver the news once again. Ortiz and Harbaugh in lockstep so far with this team.
An eligible member of the offense, number 64, downfield illegally. 5-yard penalty, first down.
It's Brendan Hymas filling in for the injured Bradley Bozeman, the starting center for this group.
And really, that's one of those situations where it's a run-pass option. And the poor offensive linemen don't know that it's a throw. They might think it's a run, and it's not an audible. It's up to the quarterback to just pull the ball out and throw the ball. But that has happened, and now we've got an offsides against the Chargers right tackle, Joe Alt.
Full start. Offense number 76. 5-yard penalty, first down.
So there is that first-round pick, one of the prospects viewed as a can't miss, who actually had a great first performance.
Please. 3-2-6.
Error will make this
Thank you.
1st and 20.
Well, you talk about a can't miss. Well, you can't miss a guy 6'8", 322 jumping off sides.
Yeah, he's pretty big.
And very agile.
He really is. He was looked at as a unicorn at Notre Dame for his footwork, his ability to get down low at his size. Handed off Vidal, busted a couple of them loose on the first drive. This time he just disappears into the pile and maybe picks up a yard.
You know, at some point we're going to have to see Stick throw the ball down the field. We've seen a couple of swing passes, a short pass over the middle to the tight end, but nothing threatening the Rams corners or safeties deep down the field. And it's 2nd and 20. That'd be a good idea.
Here he is, Stick to the sideline, and he just can't connect with his intended target of Stone Smart. Sets it up as 3rd and 19. And now you feel like you've got no choice but to go a little more vertical.
Yeah, when you're at 2nd and 20, you don't need to get all 20. Get half of it and come back at 3rd and 10. But now, as you said, Noah, pretty obvious what the Chargers have to do here.
See how conservative they keep it. Again, Greg Roman did promise that they would open it up a little bit more on the offensive side here today. Vidal will go out wide here to the end of the line. Stick, deep drop. Stick, unload, sideline separation. He overthrew Johnston. Flag is down.
Now this may be against the Rams, and that would bail out the Chargers. But we saw the speed of Johnston.
Prior to the pass, illegal contact, defense.
There you go.
Number 6. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Trey Tomlinson will pick up the penalty. And as you said, completely bails out this Chargers offensive unit.
Watch the top of the screen here. There's the contact right there. And it's a good thing he did contact him, because that would have been a touchdown as Johnston got behind the little bump there, and that caused the incompletion.
What a route from Quentin Johnston, still seeing how he continues to build himself up in year 2. The hopes are still high. Tucker Fisk, who was signed this week, is in there, sent him in motion, and then up the gut for a couple of yards to make it 2nd down and 8 for Vidal. You see big 44 in there. Fisk at 6'4", 285 pounds in his 3rd NFL season, but Jim Harbaugh and Greg Roman really gushing about his potential, especially as a blocker at the tight end spot, almost a tight end fullback hybrid out there on the field.
Yeah, they're going to do a lot of experimenting with that position, the / tight end fullback. We've seen McFadden last week, a offensive lineman rather, playing a little fullback.
And we've seen Scott Matlock, especially through camp, getting a little run at tight end. Stick escaped. He can use his legs. Stick looking to get to the outside, and he is stopped just short, dragged down, spun to the turf by Hummel. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Good job stepping up into the pocket and then seeing the wide open spaces there. But he got a little bit of a better block out of Rice. But he did a good job of hanging on to the ball as the defender came in, really trying to chop it out.
Trey Tomlinson was trying to make up for the penalty that extended this drive. Officially listed at 3rd and 2, really 3rd and 1.5. Stick keeps it himself, a lot of room to work with, and Stick will sail out of bounds inside the 35.
That's the old-fashioned option play there. He read that perfectly, saw the defensive end crash down for the running back. Watch the fake right here. He's got his eyes on the defensive end, and around the corner with Fisk out in front. First down, Chargers.
Stick comfortability, re-signed on a 1-year deal, 1 year, $2.6 million. And still, the key in all of this, he had the 4 starts at the end of last year, is whether or not he can operate this offense at a high level. So far, so good, as Spiller has the run for a gain of 3 to make it 2nd and 7. So it's been a nice balance between the run and the pass. You've got Vidal, who has got 5 carries for 26 yards. Stick has the 2 carries, now going for 19, and then a carry apiece for Patterson and Spiller, combining for 5 yards on the ground. Stick has thrown it 7 times, completed 3 of them, and this could be the final play of this opening quarter, all even at 3. Play action pass. Stick plants the feet, dump it down. Patterson looking to make something happen, and that was rather the catch from Stone Smart to explode forward to end this first quarter down at the 29
of the first quarter.
So a better looking offense for the Chargers than what we saw a week ago against the Seahawks, and one ended up being a 16-3 loss. All even after one against their crosstown rivals. Defense doing its job, offense threatening again. With multiple single-game options to accommodate every occasion, a Chargers luxury suite at SoFi Stadium is one of the best premium offerings in all of Los Angeles' sports and entertainment. Visit chargersuites.com for more information. Start of the second quarter. We'll see if this drive can be capped off properly. It's a 3rd and 4. Stick doing his job so far. He's got 4 completions to 4 different receivers. McConkey still out there, yet to catch one. Stick looking in his direction. Fires. McConkey's got it. It's a first down. The rookie into the scoring column.
Yeah, really good rhythm that time by Stick. Allowed McConkey to get into his route, quickly break to the outside, and then a perfect pass leading him right to the sideline and right to the sticks for the first down.
So much promise for Ladd McConkey, who had built himself into an excellent collegiate receiver. Second team All-SEC in 2022, which was his most productive season. Just want to run up the middle and right into the convergence of men. But another couple of yards on the ground for Stick.
Another option play by Stick. It's 3 carries now, I believe, for Stick, and on each one he's made good decisions to get down, but it's like being a gunfighter. At one point, as a running quarterback, those are professional tacklers, assassins on the other side of the ball.
Trained to absolutely chop you down.
Yes.
In any way, shape, or form. But Stick is tough. He's shown that. Smart, the motion man on second down. Stick gets rid of it. Over the middle. It's caught. Stutter step move. Spiller looking to stay on his feet, and he's dragged backward at the 6. It's 1st and goal for the Chargers.
And that's the best play of the preseason by Easton Stick, because he had the blitz coming right in his face. He stood strong, found Spiller. The stutter step there makes one miss, and he gets down inside the 10. Impressive play here. Watch Stick. Came off his primary receiver and absorbed the hit, got the completion.
Spiller stays in there. McConkey back out there. 1st and goal carry. Spiller patient. And he gets it to about the 2 to set up 2nd and goal. Can they punch it in for the first Charger preseason touchdown of the Jim Harbaugh era? Excellent drive, extended drive here for the Bolts. See the command from Stick already one-upping himself from last week. 33 yards. Vidal, the running back, got things started in the first quarter. Vidal is run into brick wall by that Rams defense. Gets it down to the 1. It'll be 3rd and goal.
It appeared that Vidal could have broken it out to the outside.
Number 99 is reported as eligible. 99 is eligible.
And that's big. You just heard 99 eligible. That is Scott Matlock coming in. They've worked him in as tight end. Here he is on a 3rd and goal. Oh, fumble with a snap. Stick lost at the line. Who gets on it first? Rams believe they have it.
They do.
Indeed they do. Major mistake from Easton Stick at the goal line, and the first turnover of the game goes against the Bolts. Just lost it on the exchange. Jason Taylor II right there to pick up the loose change, and we're still even at 3 early in the second.
And we go back to this critical mistake by the Chargers. Good snap by Brendan Hymas, but Stick just kind of pulled out too soon. Unfortunately for him, the ball bounced forward towards the goal line where the Rams covered it with ease.
So now with 11:50 to play in this first half, it's the Rams offense backed up all the way inside their own 1-yard line, and a huge opportunity for an aggressive Chargers defense. Let's see what Jesse Minter dials up. Boston Scott, the running back, shotgun on 1st down. And Bennett delivers, but not much there. It is a completion to Xavier Smith, but Dean Leonard was there with a nice open field tackle.
Yeah, really a good tackle by Leonard, because if he gets beyond Leonard, then Rams have something going, as the safety's in the middle of the field. A good reaction by number 33 keeps us to about a 2-yard gain.
And now, more importantly, Boston Scott is down in the end zone. The 6-year pro who spent the first 5 years of his career in Philadelphia came in to add some veteran presence in a running back room that already includes Kyron Williams, one of the breakouts from last year in the NFL. And good to see Scott back on his feet quickly. Blake Corum, the 3rd-round pick out of Michigan, as well as Ronnie Rivers and Zach Evans. But Scott heads to the sideline, and we step aside early in the second. .45 to play in this second quarter. Rams still backed up deep. It'll be 2nd down and 8 from their own 3. And this defense has another chance to prove themselves. We saw it with the goal line stand last week. Now can they do it with the opposing offense pinned deep in their own territory? Zach Evans, the running back. Whittington, the motion man. Give Evans. He was met immediately by Henley. Good hole built by the offensive line, but Henley with a nice heads-up play to set up 3rd down.
Well, Henley's going to fill this hole, but he gets dragged for about 4 yards until he gets help from a couple of other linebackers. But that's good leg drive again. Seen that a couple of times from Evans.
He's up to 21 yards. Rams looking for their third down conversion of the day on 3rd and 4. Bennett pumps. Bennett fires. Wide open. Whittington with space to run across the 30. Spun down by Thomas Harper.
Whittingham had a big day last week against the Cowboys, and he's going to come all the way from this side of the field. Protection is really good, but a bust in the secondary allows a huge 1st down to get all the way out to the 32-yard line on a 3rd down play.
So after being backed up on their own 1-yard line, it's the rookie from Texas making another play. Play action pass. Bennett dials it up. Right there, perfectly delivered in the seam of the defense to Tyler Johnson.
Tyler Johnson really climbed the ladder here to get up and get that high throw.
I mean, look, you play this position at an incredibly high level, obviously a Hall of Fame level. It's got to be excruciatingly hard to throw 4 interceptions in a game and then come right back and play with the level of confidence we've seen from Stetson Bennett so far.
No question, and I think throwing that last pass for a touchdown to win the game obviously kind of wipes out the memory of those 4 bad ones.
Play clock down to 1. They just get it off. Fake it to Evans. On the run. Bennett directing traffic. Lofts it. Knocked away. Nice play in the secondary by the rookie Tar Heel Still.
That's a great reaction by Still. Ball kind of floated on Bennett here, but look at the layout here. Both players going for that ball, and Still with a great job. It came close to picking that off.
Still was a productive, incredibly productive player in his career at Maryland. Comes in as the 137th pick in the draft this year. A little high. That was dangerous. Whittington couldn't get to it. It falls incomplete and sets up 3rd and 10 as A.J. Finley was in that area battling with the big receiver.
Yeah, you call that pass a pick a rib, because you're going to break a rib if you catch this one. He's going to get hit right in the side there. That's a couple of high throws now for Bennett on this drive.
And now it's 3rd and 10. Will the Chargers bring the blitz once again? Smith in motion. Here comes the pressure. Bennett handles it, and Smith may have gotten it. Let's see where they spot him. And it will be a 1st down. Ja'Sir Taylor and Tar Heel Still somewhat near. But Xavier Smith does just enough on this extra effort to get it across the sticks.
And the Chargers did bring a couple linebackers there. They were both brought up, but the effort there.
Virtual measurement.
Okay, this is new. This is something different this year. The virtual measurement system. We're going to get a good close look at it. We've gone with the chain game for so long.
Hundreds of years, it seems like.
Many, many years. So this is a big deal that we get to see now with the virtual technology we have, and we've seen this in so many other sports, tennis being the one that you most realistically can think of, where you see the pinpoint of where the ball lands, whether it was in and out. This is exactly what we're going to see here. It's going to be an animation. You see it with soccer as well for offsides. Will we get it here for the first down? It's going to show us to the exact measurement.
You know, we still have down markers, and their purpose is to let the players know what you need. But there are no chains to bring out and measure anymore, at least for this game here.
That's where the officials eyeballed it. Here it is. This is the virtual measurement as to whether or not Xavier Smith got this first down, and that would say yes. Made it. I like that.
On the field is a first down.
That's very decisive.
Yeah, but I miss the old guys that kind of limp on out the field, you know?
Yeah.
Well, the old chain gang, they call them.
Yeah, there's still something nice about that, right? That's still like, it feels like mom's cooking.
It's nostalgic, you know?
Exactly.
You're going to have a electronic thing on Thanksgiving?
Oh, well, no doubt. But at the end of the day, you get something that's incredibly precise, 1,000% accurate. And so we take that as a W overall, and the Rams will take it as a first down and another third down conversion. Play action pass. Bennett rolls out. Lots of time. Bennett slings it. Knocked away. Nice play on the ball by Dean Leonard, who's made a couple of them on this drive.
And Leonard had a good game last week with 3 tackles against the Seahawks, and he's making his presence felt in the secondary. Bennett kind of took a little bit off that, threw him a changeup, and that allowed Leonard to jump right in front of the receiver to knock it down. Remember, this drive started at the 1-yard line for the Rams.
Already the 9th play of the drive, spanning nearly 3 minutes. Handoff, nice hole. Evans was looking to bust it to the outside. Instead, he's ushered out of bounds after a pickup of 5 by Thomas Harper.
A.J. Finley had a shot at bringing him down in the backfield, but Evans stepped right through the tackle to pick up a good gain.
Midway point of this second quarter. Chargers defense looking to make another stand here, and at very worst force 3 points. Bennett now 7 of 13. He'll hand it off on third down, and Evans looking to push the pile. The Chargers will get the stand to make it 4th and 1, and now it's decision time from the 30-yard line as to whether or not acting head coach Aubrey Pleasant decides to go for it.
Well, remember, Sean McVay in the booth, the coach's booth, I'm sure he is adding his 2 cents for this, but it's preseason.
Yep.
Gives you an opportunity to work on special plays like this. This is 4th down, must situation, and they're going to go for it.
So McVay watching from high above. They're going to get up on the ball here. 4th down and 1. Evans stays in as the back, but it'll be shotgun.
And a free fight, yeah, offsides.
Go back the other way, and now this changes the decision.
Full start. Offense number 61. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
A.J. Arcuri called for it.
Just that little bit of a flinch there by the left tackle. But 4th down now and 6 yards to go. And the offense still on the field.
Well, I said they were going to change the decision. I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again.
No.
It's shocking. 4th and 6. Play clock down to 2. They will run it. Pressure comes. Bennett gets rid of it. Nearly picked off. Harper looked like he had it in his grasp. He was looking for Hunter Long, but a turnover on downs, and the Chargers defense with another stand. Bennett just couldn't quite find his target, and the Chargers get it done to keep it tied. The Comfort Zone is sponsored by Jerome's Furniture, your comfort zone for quality and style. We're here with the key offensive lineman in charge of keeping Justin Herbert comfortable in the pocket this season. They poured a lot into this group, not just with Rashawn Slater, bringing in Bozeman, but obviously drafting Joe Alt as high as this team did. They understand that keeping their prized possession, their franchise quarterback, comfortable is always going to be a great, successful opportunity for this offense.
That is such a good idea.
Spoken like a quarterback. Stick will roll out on first down. Thought about setting the feet. Instead he evades. Slipped a tackle, slides down, and picks up one. So you've got the comfort of the offensive line, and they've got a couple of really talented running backs that they get to block for. Jamie Maggio standing by with one of them right now.
Thank you, Noah. Here with J.K. Dobbins, one of the new faces here with the running back. So you came over from Baltimore with Gus Edwards, played for the other Harbaugh in the NFL. Did Coach Harbaugh in Baltimore give you any advice on playing for his brother Jim?
No, he didn't. He didn't. I don't think he really wanted me to go. So maybe he was kind of like mad about it, but I miss him, and I'm loving it here with his brother.
Good, I'm glad to hear that. I know that you've had to battle through some injuries the last couple of seasons. I know that you're feeling good, you're ready to go. How excited are you to play for the Chargers this season?
I'm super excited. It's going to be a healthy year. It's going to be an amazing year, and I think a lot of people are going to be surprised about how I play this year.
I'm excited about the optimism. We can't wait to see you on the field.
Oh, thank you.
All right, guys, back to you.
All right, Jamie. Well, J.K. Dobbins has a chance to really be a massive boost to this offense. Along with Gus Edwards, it feels like those are two #1 running backs that you have in your backfield.
Yeah, really a good 1-2 punch. Edwards being the bigger back, Dobbins with more speed.
Third down and 8. Stick unloads. He's got it. First down. Nice catch by Fehoko. Gets up after the fact. They didn't whistle it down initially, and he gets a couple of extras to the 30, make it the 41-yard line.
Well, a guy from Stanford, you're going to say he is smart, obviously.
Stanford man.
That's right, and he is smart. Watch, he knows he's not touched here.
Or was he?
I think it was a whiff that time.
We're going to get to the line quick and try to get this play off before anybody can argue, and they do. Stick over the middle. It's tipped and picked. Jalen McCullough, the rookie out of Tennessee, on the tip drill, takes it away for the Rams.
And he's the guy that whiffed on the tackle of Fehoko.
So Stick had played a clean game to this point, just a little bit unlucky off the hands of Fehoko.
Yeah, a couple things to watch here. Watch the footwork here of Stick. Fehoko's going to be wide open right over the middle, but because of the poor footwork, the sidearm throw off target, Fehoko had set down, he had showed the quarterback his numbers, and Stick threw high and wide. Back-to-back drives for the Chargers ending poorly. One fumble, one interception.
So the 2 turnovers. He is 7 of 12. He's been a bit more clean in his overall game, but those are 2 costly mistakes, and the Rams will look to take advantage. Play action on first down for Bennett, using his legs to evade. Now he's got plenty of time to work with, and he'll just roll out of bounds after a pickup of a yard. For Bennett, it's been a mixed bag. 7 of 14, 80 yards. That's his first official rush for the 1 yard on the ground, and now we'll see if this Chargers defense can once again come up with just enough to give their offense one more crack before half. Handoff, Evans slips through and ends up getting a couple extras at the end to set up 3rd and short.
Evans is having a good first half. He's showing a lot of quickness, balance, and power.
Well, this is a Chargers defense that you can easily argue has a number of strengths, but one of the bigger strengths, especially with everybody out there and healthy, is the edge rushers. Bosa, Mack, Dupree, Tui Pelotu, and that guy, Jesse Minter, loves to bring the pressure. Will it be an edge rusher here? Play clock down to 3. 3rd down and 4 for Bennett. Surveys, lofts, knocked away. Dean Leonard again. He has been making plays all over the field, and he forces the 3 and out.
Well, he knew that the Rams just needed about 4 yards to pick up the 1st down, so he settles right there with the receiver. And again, he's real close to picking this one off. Got that left hand in there with perfect timing, right between the hands of the receivers.
So a punt now for the Rams. Isaiah Wooden back for the Chargers. And Ethan Evans will boom it away. 3:48 now to work with, all 3 timeouts for the Chargers. So Stick will get one final opportunity to find the end zone. And this one, a short punt, is going to take a Chargers bounce all the way back towards midfield. Finally touched at the 46-yard line. Fortuitous for the Bolts. The shakeup is sponsored by Shakey's Pizza Parlor. Get your game day meal on at Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the home of the original pizza, chicken, and mojos since 1954. Well, the Chargers shook up their wide receiving core this offseason, looking to add someone and really just finding somebody who can step up. Ladd McConkey, the 2nd-round pick, a lot of high hopes. Quentin Johnston, a 1st-round pick from last year. You bring in a guy like DJ Chark as a veteran, along with someone like Palmer. Darius Davis taking another step potentially in year 2. And we'll see who steps into the spotlight on this potential final drive of the 1st half. Play action for Stick. Good time. Rifles complete. Fehoko in stride inside the 30 and shoved out of bounds near the 25.
Well, Fehoko has been the best receiver, most productive receiver for the Chargers this preseason. Had 3 catches last week. And here in the 1st half here, he runs a good corner route there. How about that stiff arm, knocking that defender away? You love to see that out of the big guy.
So fresh set of downs at the 24. Here's some of that power formation with Fisk. Hand it up the middle. Good patience, and Dotson with a physical run to pick up 6 more.
I like that faking the reverse there. Kind of takes the eyes of the defenders off the ball carrier, because they don't know for sure that the reverse isn't coming. That little bit of hesitation, and Dotson going for about 6 yards on the play.
Well, this is the area that Donald Parham really excels at tight end. Fisk stays in there. He has been the fullback so far on this drive. And Parham, the motion man on 2nd and 4. It is a handoff for Dotson again, who just lowers the shoulder and picks up another 1.5 yards. 3rd and short here as we approach this 2-minute warning, and it feels like another opportunity. The Chargers, remember, fumbled on the 1-yard line earlier in this 1st half.
Yeah, I'd like to see them hustle up and get a playoff before the 2-minute warning, but that's not going to happen.
So they will let it dwindle all the way down. 2 minutes remaining in this 2nd quarter, and the Chargers with a chance to pull ahead here in this 1st half. Fans, be part of the live game day action with all the comforts of home. Club seats at SoFi Stadium offer all the best amenities, premium views, seating, food options, and more. Reserve your tickets today at chargers.com/tickets. Beautiful day for some football, and a big 3rd down and a long one upcoming for this Chargers offense. 2 minutes remaining. It's been pretty even time of possession. Fehoko in motion. Handoff. Dotson. Physical again. And it's going to depend on the spot. Initially looked short. Near side official rules it as 4th down. And we'll take the official view.
Yeah, it looks like it's about half a football short. And they will not bring out the chains, because there are no chains today.
So they will go for it on the 4th and inches.
And I like being under center by Stick. Good opportunity here for a sneak.
He did fumble under center at the 1, nearly did again there, and there's flags as a result. It was a low snap and a false start. Frustrations from Jim Harbaugh as he greets Easton Stick coming off the field there. Still waiting for John Hussey to give us the official news. The field goal unit is already out and about, ready to go. Let's try to get Cameron Dickert 3 more points.
False start. Offense number 76. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
And that's Joe Alt.
By rule, this would
5th
require
overall
a
pick with his
10-second
2nd false
runoff.
start of the day.
But the Los Angeles Rams have declined
Actually, they called the wrong
to
guy.
accept that runoff.
It was
the clock will
Foster
start on the
Sorrell.
snap.
So Sorrell, the guilty party. Dicker, another opportunity, this time a 37-yarder after he made from 55 in the first quarter.
Let's see if he can kick one straight. He's had a beautiful hook shot. Kind of a sky hook.
He said, leave Kareem in the dust. Give me 3 more. Chargers with the lead. 1:16 to play. And they march down the field. Can't quite fully capitalize on the great field position, but they do pull ahead. The Savvy Decision is sponsored by your Southern California Volkswagen dealers. Hurry in during the Volkswagen Savvy Summer Sales Event for a test drive today. Well, Jim Harbaugh made a savvy decision, having Dan Fouts address the team earlier this week.
Dan Fouts is going to give us some wise words after. So let's go with Dan first. Let's go with Dan first. How about Dan Fouts? Dan Fouts, everybody. Dan Fouts.
It was pretty cool to watch as you really galvanized the whole team.
Yeah, I had him right in the palm of my hand.
You did. Although I will say, Ryan Ficken, we met with after the fact, and he was 1,000% enthralled by your story.
And well, it's got us 6 points. We doubled the output from last week.
That's all you, right?
That's all motivation.
Steak or
yes.
spaghetti, is that what it is?
That's about it.
Another kick, and this time a good hole towards the outside for Stoops. All right, Dan, we've got about a minute, a little over a minute remaining here. Minute 11 left. What have you seen in the first half? It seems like more positive from the Chargers defense, and what can improve as we head to the second half?
Well, again, it goes back to quarterback play. We saw 2 crucial mistakes, the fumble on the goal line and then the interception in positive territory, and then the inability there to pick up a first down.
Bennett to the air, lofts, Whittington again. It's his favorite target through these first 2 games as Hankins was with him stride for stride. And they're going to go quick with a minute to play. Second and 4. Bennett, quick throw, Whittington again. Just rack up the yards, rack up the catches. Hankins once again the man to make the stop. Rams do have all 3 timeouts here with 40 seconds and ticking remaining in the second. Bennett uncorks, a little high but out of bounds. Nice catch made up high by Davis Allen.
And you see the Chargers very conservative on defense, rushing just 4 men. Now they get wholesale changes along that defensive line to get some fresh pass rushers in the game, but the blitz has not been a part of the defensive plan on this drive so far. So they're dropping 7.
Now the pressure gets to Bennett. He just gets rid of it. And did Allen get the feet down? It looks like he did. So 3rd and 6. Peek here. One, no. So
Nope.
incomplete. 3rd and 6 is the official rule.
Good eagle eye there.
Yeah, that's why I wear the glasses. -4, in case anyone was wondering.
Plural.
Play clock down to 3. Bennett. The fastball knocked away. Nice play on the football. Towards the middle of the field by Lee.
Shane Lee had the big stop last week against the Seahawks on the goal line stand. And here, another defensive back or linebacker knocking that ball away. That ball maybe that should have been caught, but Lee was right there to knock it out anyway.
So another punt for Ethan Evans. Ladd McConkey back to receive. 24 seconds, all 3 timeouts. Depend on how this punt goes. And McConkey calls off the dogs. It's out of bounds. A nice directional punt by Evans will make it first down from inside the 10, right about at the 10. Well, Jim Harbaugh said about the quarterbacks, they had a bad taste in their mouth after last week, felt they responded during practice. And when you asked him about what he wants to see out of his wide receivers, he said, completed passes. I'd like to see some catches.
Well, we've seen Fehoko be the star of the receiving corps so far in the first half. The ball is being brought out now to the 20-yard line. But still, I think that the Chargers would be wise to just take a knee here, go in at halftime with this 3-point lead.
They will get the ball to start the second half. The Rams started this game with the football. And Easton Stick is not expected to play past this first half, so this is in all likelihood his final snap of the day. Takes the knee. Both teams make their way towards their respective locker rooms, and that'll do it for this first half. It was threatening opportunities for both offenses, but the defense has come through when it matters most. 2 turnovers from Stick, 1 fumble and 1 interception. He did complete 8 passes for 85 yards as well. Make sure to stay tuned for the Bolt Central halftime show with first half analysis from Jim Hill, Chris Hayre, and former Chargers defensive back Jaleel Addae after the break, with the Chargers up by 3 at SoFi. You back to the booth, No Eagle, with the Hall of Famer Dan Fouts, Jamie Maggio down on the field. You look at the first half, we were assessing the quarterback play coming in, and Easton Stick played the entire first half for the Bolts. There was some good, but there was certainly some bad. So how do you assess his play through 2?
Well, unfortunately, the bad overshadows the little bit of that was good, because you lose a fumble on the goal line, then you throw an interception in the positive end of the field. That's leaving points, and that's 10 points right there. When you think about Dicker, at least that's 10 points, because it should be 14. So anyway, up and down, but mostly down in that first half for Stick.
It'll be Luis Perez who will come out and play this third quarter for the Chargers as we take a look at the Track the Score presented by UCLA Health, keeping you on top of your game. Here's a look at the first half numbers, and it was a good time of possession for the Chargers. They got dominated in that category. It was essentially 40-20 in the first game against the Seahawks. The total yards pretty even, the passing yards pretty even. Rushing yards do favor the Chargers, but the turnovers certainly favor the Rams through the first 2 quarters of action. So we'll see what it looks like now coming out into this third quarter. As we get set, the Chargers will get it. You got Johnston and Leonard back to receive. So we've seen a couple of these newer kickoffs, a couple of opportunities, a couple of big tackles as well. Both special teams coordinators certainly feel like they will have their opportunities to find matchups. Johnston will take the knee and keep this as a touchback. The Harbaugh Halftime Report, sponsored by your Southern California Chevy dealers.
For a touchback, the ball will be placed at the 30-yard line.
Let's go to Jamie.
Coach, defense looked like they were flying around there in the first half. What did you like about their performance?
I like the way we tightened up on third down. We got some stops. The 3rd and short was, or the 4th and 1 was short, was big. Better on third down today. Left some points out there offensively. Got to go get those back.
Okay, Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Pretty concise, but pretty on point from Jim Harbaugh. Good defensive effort once again, and now it's Luis Perez with his opportunity to show what he can do. Just 4 days of practice before the first game. He's now had a full week to prepare. Fisk in motion, and they'll let him throw on first down. He gets it out quick. Spiral, beautiful ball right into the pocket of Quentin Johnston for a big gain on first down.
And that's big for both Perez and Johnston. But the ball perfectly timed to the receiver on the outside. You can see his University of Commerce, Texas A&M Commerce.
Yes.
The Lions, not the Bankers.
I would say that last throw was money, though.
That was on the money. Very good.
Turns 30 August 26th, 6'3", 220, undrafted in 2018, but we've seen the talent on full display, and a great start for Perez there. They'll hand it off now on first down, and Vidal can't find much space.
Well, and for Johnston to make that catch, ran a real sharp route, reached out, caught the ball in his hands, which has been a little bit suspect so far in his career. But look at the route, and then the throw, and then reaching up high to make the catch. That'll go a long way to build confidence for last year's #1 pick.
Johnston could play such a factor on this team. They need production at that receiver spot. Conkey, the second-round pick, proves to be vital as well. Dump it off. It's Vidal. Makes the vital catch and then gets crunched after he picks up 3.
And I love coming out first play of the half, a little play action and getting the ball down the field. Not a little swing pass, but showing off the arm, showing off the timing that necessary to get a big play on first down to start the half.
Well, you got to remember, Greg Roman has said he's got to keep things so simple for Luis Perez because he still really just got here. He's still learning the playbook, so he said simple, quick cues are always going to be important for him. Give him a call that he knows and let him run. Let's see what he dials up on 3rd down and 6. Play clock down to 1. Just get it off. Perez evades. Perez just throws it away in the direction of Davis, and that'll likely force a punt for the Chargers.
And the big thing about Roman being able to communicate directly with the quarterback from the press box, he can give him those little cues before the time runs out as far as that play clock. The play clock shuts off. The microphone shuts off with 15 seconds to go, so it's got to be quick.
And he'll always give him that final message. Hey, don't forget about this underneath route. Don't forget about the out route on this one.
Yeah,
keep an eye out.
I could have used a lot of that.
It would have gone from Hall of Famer to a Hall of Famer.
It would have cost a lot less interceptions, too.
This drive will start from the 7 for the Rams. 6-3, Chargers in front, early 3rd quarter. The Los Angeles Chargers Impact Fund is a non-profit charity empowering youth, generating access, and creating opportunities in under-resourced neighborhoods so today's dreams can become tomorrow's reality. To learn how you can help make a difference, visit chargers.com/impact. Well, it looked like Luis Perez was going to make an immediate impact with a nice down-the-field ball to Quentin Johnston, but the drive stalls out in Rams territory, and now the Rams have it pinned back deep themselves with Stetson Bennett staying in the game and more opportunities for a Chargers defense that showed out in the first half.
Last time they had the ball, they came off their own 1-yard line and moved it out to midfield, but interesting on 4th and 1, they jump offside, so still decided to go for it on 4th and 6, and the Chargers stopped them. Questionable decision there.
Again, Sean McVay is not coaching this game for the Rams, as that's a nice productive first down run weaving through that initial surge. Zach Evans picks up a bunch more on the ground as Harper delivers the hit.
But don't you think that if Sean McVay wanted to make a suggestion to his interim head coach, Aubrey Pleasant, you think Aubrey would go along with it?
I think it would be prudent to do so. It would be wise, and I would say that Coach Pleasant has certainly been following the direction of his head coach through this one. And right now he's riding the hot hand. Zach Evans has just found every crease that he possibly can, even the small ones from this Charger D, as Matt Hankins gets him down. But a first down carry, move the sticks.
Well, there's no hesitation in Evans' game. He hits the hole quickly and then does not avoid contact either. He lowers his shoulder and delivers the blow many times.
So Evans continues to rack it up. 10 carries, 46 yards. And they'll get it right back to him. Evans of A's looking to bounce it to the outside. Couldn't drag. Dean Leonard with a nice job, but will they call him for a horse collar at the end of the play?
You're absolutely right. That's how he got him down. He's grabbed inside the shoulder pad and brought Evans down. Didn't really need to do that. He had him pretty much pinned to the sideline.
Personal foul, horse collar tackle, defense number 33. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced from the end of the run. Automatic, first down.
Leonard's had a really productive day so far, but this one just a little bit of a mental lapse.
Yeah, the left hand right in the back above the nameplate there. An easy call for the officials. And that's you can see why that's such a dangerous tackle. And also the legs, that's a new rule too, is wrapping your legs around the running back like that. He could have been called for that.
The hip drop is heavily scrutinized. Boston Scott, good to see him back in after he was hurt in the first half, and a nice decision by Bennett to dump it down to his tight end. Kalinich with a first down catch and run as Quarterman finally catches up to him.
Well, at 5'11", you would expect a quarterback like Bennett to be moving out of the pocket a lot. It's difficult to see, believe me, at times, as big as these defensive linemen are. But he's shown real good ability to throw moving to his left, as he did that time.
He's playing clean football so far. No turnovers for Bennett after 4 interceptions last week. He'll look for a deep one here. Underthrew it, but the adjustment made. Kalinich with back-to-back catches.
That was not an easy catch, as he was sliding and reaching back to make the catch. Again, just kind of a floater by Bennett. Gets it over the defense. Look at that catch by the tight end. Secured it, yes he did.
And that's with Akeem Dent, the rookie from Florida State, coming hot in pursuit. Smith, the motion man, the give, and Evans gets leveled in the backfield. Picks up a yard, but he felt it.
That's just a great tackle that time. Coming over the top.
Tierra Tard,
the new kid on the block.
So Tart just signed a couple days ago and already making an impact here in this second half for Jesse Minter's defense. Bennett lofts it, and it was dangerous. It kind of hung in the air a little bit extra before finally reaching its receiver, but Robert Kennedy in the area. Xavier Smith hauled it in.
Yeah, you really hold your breath as a quarterback when you float him to the outside like that, because if it's picked off, it's going to go the other way for a touchdown.
See, you didn't throw many of those. You had pop. You had zip.
I had to chase down a few, believe me.
You know what you had? Exactly what Jim Harbaugh used as his word of the week. Pizzazz. 3rd down and 4. And a little bit behind the intended target. It's going to fall incomplete. Robert Kennedy making back-to-back plays on the ball. And that was a nice 3rd down stop by this Chargers defense.
Again, it's just kind of a soft throw. When you're throwing in the middle, you've got to put something on it to make sure that the defense can't react and knock it away, as Kennedy did that time.
So a chance to tie this game up. Joshua Carty will come in for another field goal attempt, this one from 43 yards out. 6th-round pick from Stanford. Drills it. All even at 6. 8.5 to play in the 3rd quarter. Acting head coach Aubrey Pleasant fired up as we're all even again. Six apiece, 8.5 to play in this 3rd quarter. The right call is brought to you by Verizon, the official 5G network of the Chargers, and the Chargers made the right call, signing Luis Perez to compete for the backup quarterback spot. We know a little bit of the background. The craziest thing about his story, never played varsity high school football. Not a single snap in his life. Signed with the Chargers August 6th. He's an XFL champion, led the UFL in passing yards and touchdowns. He has been electric in some of the non-NFL pro leagues.
And he claims that he learned how to play quarterback by watching YouTube.
Really?
He was an unbelievable 300 bowler. Don't go bowling with him.
He'll dust me.
That one is dusted in the back of the end zone. But you think about all the different offenses that Perez had to learn in the XFL and the UFL and the 3 NFL teams. And now, obviously, very smart kid. Comes in, learns the Charger offense, and has really done a fine job so far. We'll see if he could get us in the end zone this time.
Greg Roman said he's been eating dinner every night with quarterback coach Shane Day, just trying to get caught up as quickly as he possibly can. And we'll see how he does in drive number 2. He started drive 1 with a flurry. A nice ball to Johnston for 19 yards. Spiller's the running back. Fake it to him. Perez over the middle. It's back to Spiller, and he's wrapped up after a gain of 3.
Pass protection has been pretty good so far in this ball game. Stick had good protection in that first half, and that time after a little play fake, Perez had time to survey the field.
It felt like that was one of the really better aspects of the offense from week 1 as well. It's this offensive line is coming together nicely.
Well, they got a lot of guys on the 2nd and 3rd team now that have to show their versatility playing more than one position. Not easy.
The offensive coordinator Greg Roman said he likes doing that because at some point you're going to need depth over the course of the season. Guys at least will have the experience. Swing it, Chark on the outside, spins away from the first tackler and then stumbles forward to set up 3rd and 4.
And that was a backward pass, so that'll go down as a running play from Chark. Good job blocking on the outside by Davis. You love to see that. Blocking for a fellow wide receiver. Just keeps that corner and pancakes him. How about that?
And good to see Chark out there getting extended run, 7th year in the NFL. He's had some productive seasons, over 3,000 yards in his career, 23 touchdowns. We know what he's capable of. This could be a good veteran for this receiving corps. Officially listed at 3rd and 5. Perez, patient. Perez goes down. Ball comes out. Rams have it. The bolt to the QB, and Perez could not escape. Watkins got to him, deliver the hit, and another turnover for the Chargers.
Well, Perez was looking for the crossing route here, and a lot of traffic. Watch from the left side. Here comes number 12, Davis. He falls down. That's where Perez wanted to go with the ball.
Was his knee down? See Watkins on the bull rush there. Does Perez go down before he loses this ball?
I think he did. I think you're all over that one, Noah.
It was Mathis who jumped on it. O'Shawn Mathis.
Harbaugh standing there with the officials looking at the jumbo replay up above. I clearly think that this is not. The ball was knocked out of his right hand into his left hand, and he's got control of the ball as he goes down. Watch that left knee.
Is the ball still in his grasp? You see it. He's almost curling that ball into his hand. To your point, it got knocked from one hand to the other as he was heading down. So it's about whether or not they rule that exchange as a possession. Doesn't look like they will, and it is going to be fumble. So a first down for Stetson Bennett and this Rams offense with a chance to pull back in front. Boston Scott in there. Boston Scott handoff. And no running room. That hole closed up quickly after he picks up 2. Let's take one more look here, Dan. Just didn't quite have the right angle, and obviously the biggest thing with these reviews, it has to be clear-cut evidence to overturn the ruling on the field. Didn't really look like there was enough there.
I think Harbaugh did a good job of delaying and looking at the replay board and seeing just exactly what you're talking about, Noah.
So 2nd down and 7. Bennett drops and lets it fly. Has another connection on the cross to Lopp. Still and Dent, the 2 rookies combined on the stop.
Well, you love to see that reaction out of Still and Dent, quickly reacting to the completion and then stopping the receiver well short of the 1st down.
Here's a big play, 3rd and 4. Will this be a blitz from Jesse Minter's defense? Scott stays in there. They're showing blitz. Here they come. Bennett lofts, end zone area. Oh, it's caught. Coming back to the ball. Xavier Smith sets up 1st and goal. And then hobbles off as he was locked up with Dean Leonard.
Yeah, the back shoulder throw really hurts Leonard on this play. He's got him covered down the field, but the shorter throw allows the receiver to come back for the ball. Perfect throw by Bennett. You could see he saw that did not have him deep, so he threw it short.
1st and goal, approaching 5 to play in this 3rd. Rams looking to take a lead right back. Scott, handoff up the middle, is stopped. Chargers build a wall and keep him out. So the Chargers have already had a couple of stands. They had the goal line stand last week against the Seahawks defensively, and Perez just waiting for his time to come back on the field and try to make up for the mistake with the fumble. Second and goal. Bennett, loft, end zone, incomplete. Johnson the intended target. Leonard again there in coverage.
That was a great job by Leonard. Bennett tried that back shoulder throw again, but Leonard was wise to it. Left side of the screen. There's that back shoulder throw, but what great play by Leonard to deny the Rams a touchdown.
3rd and goal. Will it be another stand for this defense? Evans back in there. Handoff. Evans plunging forward. Didn't get it. Stonewalled him before the goal line. And a big play by Chris Collins.
And you didn't see the Rams trying to go with that old Bush push there either. They wanted Evans, I guess, to try and make it himself, but he's not getting any help as the Chargers get all kinds of help to deny the Ram running back.
Group effort. And now Evans, who has had a sensational day overall. 50 yards on the ground. He has had a couple of really impressive showings with how he's used his patience and versatility. Will head to the bench. We'll check on him. Helped off the field. And now 4th and goal. We saw the Rams already go for it. They were lined up on 4th and 1. They had an offsides towards the end of the 2nd quarter. They still went for it on 4th and 6. This one 4th and goal from the 2-yard line. And the Chargers with another chance to keep an opponent outside the end zone.
You would think that the Rams would try something wide. They've had no success running straight between the tackles. The other option you might have is you got 3 receivers here all bunched. Watch for pick routes here.
Drake Stoops in motion. 4th and goal. Bennett lasers, picked off. Dean Leonard. The big day for Leonard continues, and the first big mistake for Bennett. Throws the interception in the end zone. The Chargers back in business, all tied up. Chargers defense with another stop. The best defense is brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because you deserve justice. A couple of fourth down stands for this Chargers defense. One in the second quarter and this last one on the last play, the interception by Dean Leonard.
You know, Leonard got beat on that back shoulder throw that gave the Rams a big first down. But you talk about sticking with it, making the big play in the end zone. He's had a great evening. Been all over the receivers.
It's been moved around in the secondary. That's something that Jesse Minter wants to see.
And he also had the penalty on the horse collar tackle, so showing his mental toughness and hanging in there.
Vidal on the give. No running room. Tracked down, loses a yard. And a flag down.
It's going to back the Chargers up, holding.
Holding. Offense, number 65. 10-yard penalty. First down.
It's Brett Lang. So 1st and 10 will now turn into 1st and 20 for Luis Perez in this offense. Remember, Perez in all likelihood is only going to play this third quarter. It'll be Max Duggan that we are supposed to see in the fourth. Let's see how he can make the most of it. Perez flushed. Perez on the run, and that's a big hit. Catch was made, and Vidal holds on as Roseboom laid the boom.
And then Perez should send roses.
Smells them. So
He certainly got tattooed that time. Boy.
Makes it 2nd and 15. Patterson back in there. Haven't seen a ton of Patterson. He was probably the most featured back in the first preseason game last week against the Seahawks. Pump, just get rid of it, lose yardage. Patterson makes the catch, and Spates with another big time tackle.
That was a screen pass that had no hope at all. Man-to-man defense by the Rams. So you've got a guy assigned to the running back, and you can see even the defensive lineman read the offensive line trying to set up the screen that time. Perez had nowhere to go with the ball. And now an impossible, semi-impossible 3rd and long.
Third and 18. Perez, loft, sideline, open. Johnston made the grab. Was he inbounds?
Still no signal from the officials. Now they're saying it's incomplete.
The ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. 4th down.
Yep.
Tremendous effort, though, by Johnston.
You're seeing all of the physical intangibles. You're seeing all of the raw ability from Johnston. Go up there and just to make that catch.
Well, that's what you love to see, a receiver who's been struggling with his hands, making hands catches. He's made a couple of them tonight. Even though he was out of bounds there, the effort was supreme.
So J.K. Scott, who has been a big reason that in the last couple of years this special teams group has been completely vaulted towards the top of the league, will send it away. Smith makes a move, finds a seam, and he's finally spun down at the 40. Tackle made by Josh Harris. So the Chargers can't get anything off the interception from Leonard. And now the Rams will take it back with 1:21 to play in this third quarter. All even at 6 apiece. See if Stetson Bennett can find some of that rhythm that he had earlier in the game. 160 yards for Bennett, but coming off the pick, and the Chargers will look to make life more miserable when we come back from SoFi. It's the wild, wild AFC West, and there's a new sheriff in town. Get your tickets today to see Coach Jim Harbaugh and the Bolts Battle for football's ultimate prize, the Lombardi Trophy. Visit Chargers.com/tickets to secure your seats today before they're gone. Let's go down to Jamie Maggio.
All right, guys, I'm here with Joe Alt. Joe, second preseason game under your belt. How did this one feel as opposed to last week?
Yeah, it felt better, just being able to continue to put these weeks, stack these weeks one at a time coming in, and just being able to go out and just work on the things you've been doing in the week and put them into a game has been great.
Rashawn Slater gave you high praise this week. What's it been like working with him? What have you taken from him?
Yeah, I've taken a lot from Rashawn. I think the biggest thing is just that transition to the NFL, and he's done it recently, and just he plays at such a high level, so just being able to take anything and just pick his brain a little bit and just see how he does things has been huge for me.
Appreciate you, Joe.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right, guys.
Jamie, it's not just Rashawn Slater that has provided some intel for Joe Alt so far. He said Khalil Mack is somebody that just going up against him in practice, he actually comes up to him and he's like, hey, look, I'm going to attack you this way. That's how the elite guys that are edge rushers in this league are going to attack you. Here's how I would recommend you battle against that. He says it's the first time he's ever had an edge rusher come up to him and say, here's how you play offensive line against me.
Yeah, normally they kind of stick to themselves. They don't want to give away their secrets. They've got kind of a fraternity there of guys that want to kill the quarterback. So for Mack to do that for a rookie, obviously a #1 rookie is going to play right away. That's just huge for the development of Joe Alt.
Did you go up to that fraternity and somebody say, who do you know here? 3rd and 2. Handoff. No running room. Scott is stuffed. JT Woods got in there like a bolt. 4th down as the 3rd quarter comes to a close. It'll be decision time for the Rams when we come back. Final 15 from SoFi in the battle for LA. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by your Southern California Volkswagen dealers. Hurry in during the Volkswagen Savvy Summer Sales Event for a test drive today. 52-yard field goal attempt for the Rams to begin this 4th quarter and regain the advantage. This one is lengthy. And Joshua Carty looking to showcase his leg. Has already made 2. This one from 52. Not even close.
He's got to learn that the kicker hook.
I don't know what he's doing to those balls, but he's making them find their eventual destination every time. This one just didn't quite have that same curving mentality. Stayed right the whole time.
Wide right.
Oh, come on, man. Laces out, Dan. All right, so Perez.
Great field position to start this drive.
And Perez is going to stay in there. We expected to see Duggan through this 4th quarter. We might still see him at some point in this 4th quarter, but they're giving Luis Perez a little bit of an extended runway after he went 5 of 7 for 27 yards in the 3rd. Handoff. Vidal plunging forward for 2.
Really, the biggest difference so far when you watch Stick and you watch Perez is Perez more likely and more willing to go down the field with the ball. He's shown that he likes Quentin Johnston and giving him a chance.
There is Stick, who in the first half went 8 of 13, 85 yards with a fumble and an interception. Perez lost a fumble in the 3rd quarter as well. Perez rifles. It is caught by Gill. Sets up 3rd and manageable.
Just a quick out there by number 40 from the slot. And a good job of hanging on under pretty good pressure from the Ram defensive back. But you saw where the ball was placed out in front of the receiver perfectly by Perez.
Jim Harbaugh said they were better in the first half on third down than they were a week ago. This could be a huge one. Trying to get back into Rams territory. Play action pass. Perez, a rifle over the middle, and he connects. Jalen Johnson, contested catch to move the sticks.
Johnson has a big catch last week against the Seahawks. Play action, plant your feet, and fire.
Jim Harbaugh said even his daughter recognized how quickly Perez gets it out of his hand. Right away, another completion to Gill, who is chopped down once the ball reached his pocket. Second down and 5 looming, and now again threatening. You're already in Dicker's range at this point in a tie game, but still looking for the first touchdown of this preseason now into the fourth quarter of game 2.
Yeah, but you're seeing momentum right now by the Charger offense led by Perez.
Delay handoff. Vidal through the hole. Nice vision. Vidal with patience and kept his footing for the first down.
Yeah, real good patience right at the line of scrimmage and good vision to see the hole open up just to the right of where he started running.
They've been so excited to see him out on the field. He's been great through training camp. He's showing why.
Really a good job of coming all the way to the right side to find that hole and to pick up a first down. Critical first down.
Now Patterson back on the field. 6th play of this drive. Benson the motion man. Perez, good protection. Runs out. Perez steps up. Perez sidearm and incomplete.
Grabbed his face mask. Perez's face mask was grabbed, and the official right there on the spot to throw the flag.
Personal foul, face mask defense, number 96. That penalty will be enforced from the previous spot at the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Keir Thomas, 3rd-year pro out of Florida State, called for the infraction.
Well, you just don't see this very often, but watch the left hand of Thomas there. Gets that little pinky finger on the quarterback's face mask, and that's enough. I like the way that Perez fought through it to try to complete the pass.
Now the second time this offense is threatening this deep into Rams territory. They did fumble. Easton Stick fumbled on the 1-yard line in the first half. Now can Perez finish the drive? Handoff. Vidal keeps the legs churning just across the 10. So 2nd and 9. Normally, with starters and your top guys in there, this is where Donald Parham would thrive. So who is the red zone threat with this group for Luis Perez and Jim Harbaugh looking on, just clamoring for a touchdown from his offense? Jalen Johnson had a big catch. Gill has had a couple of them. They put him in motion on 2nd and 9. Perez surveys. Perez flushed out, directing traffic. Perez unloads. Incomplete. Vidal was fading towards the back of the end zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Right, Perez was real close to being across the line of scrimmage when he let that one go. Directing traffic there, and just nobody finding a way to get open. So smart throw. Just toss that out of the back of the end zone. Get a couple more downs if you want.
They can get a first down without getting into the end zone, but they're going to have to get to the half-yard line. And big Donald Parham is now in there. Perez looking end zone. Incomplete. A little bit out in front of Cornelius Johnson, and it's 4th down. A couple of opportunities, just couldn't quite grasp it.
Now good coverage by the Rams. That cut off the line drive throw, so he had to throw it high and over the top, but very difficult catch. Parham was on the other side of the formation and a huge target at 6'8".
So it'll be a 27-yard attempt for Cameron Dicker, who is now 3 for 3. today. All 9 points coming from the kicker, and it's Dicker giving the Chargers a 3-point cushion. The drive of the day is sponsored by Hyundai. Get away with a great deal only at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Visit HyundaiUSA.com today.
A little play action pass, completion over the middle, and then Mr. Automatic. All 4 field goals of the preseason, 3 this evening. Cameron Dicker, what a weapon.
And quite honestly, with this new kickoff, he can be even more of a weapon, and that's what Ryan Ficken was trying to explain to us. When you have a directional kicker as accurate, pinpoint as what Dicker can be, it changes how you can play this. Now Dicker's going to send this one deep and into the end zone for a touchback, which will start this drive at the 30. But they believe that he can pin different return teams in different places and give them other opportunities to flip the field.
That's a smart kickoff too, because you're not risking any injury to anybody. Started at 30, let's play football. So a meaningless kickoff in a preseason game, smart to just put it into the end zone.
Still excellent lettuce from Dicker.
That's hair, right?
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Not quite a full Caesar salad up top yet. He's got to grow it out a little more to get the flow.
I wouldn't know. I got a Cobb salad up there.
Boston Scott in there on first down. Bennett expected to play this entire game once again. He's up to 160 yards on the day. Bennett uncorks, deep shot, incomplete. Good play on the ball. 2 in the area, but it was really Zamari Walton who got a hand in there.
This is close to being pass interference. A little contact there, but the official right on the spot. Definitely pass interference. But it's preseason for the officials as well, right?
That's what I've heard. And for the broadcasters.
At least one of them.
Second and 10. Bennett, quick one. Another completion. Gets it across the 35 to Smith. Walton in on back-to-back plays.
And a chance for the rookie free agent from Mississippi, fighting for a roster spot. Really some great competition throughout the roster this season, especially with a new coach and new coaching staff.
And defensively, if you can showcase your versatility in the secondary between safety and cornerback, Jesse Minter is going to go to battle for you. He wants what he said are the best football players on the field at all times. Bennett, fade, sideline, no, flag. And this is Walton once again battling with Smith.
Pass interference, defense number 39. Ball he places spot in the foul, automatic, first down.
Yeah, he's in good position. It's just his timing. He grabs the receiver. That could have been called illegal contact, but the ball in the air, definitely pass interference.
So keeps the drive alive for Stetson Bennett, who again last week against the Cowboys, despite throwing 4 interceptions, did throw the game-winning touchdown in the final seconds on an impressive throw. 16 of 30, 166 yards, does have the interception in the end zone to Leonard. Play action, Bennett, deep one, down the middle, it's caught, touchdown, Rams. J.J. Lopp got behind the defense.
This is a great throw by Bennett. No safety in the middle of the field. He throws it as far as he can. Lopp is there. He beats Walton, and we got ourselves a touchdown in a preseason game.
47-yard strike from Bennett to the rookie, undrafted out of Cortland. And the extra point makes this a 4-point Charger deficit. Lopp with the route and the celebration. Chargers now down. What a moment for J.J. Lopp, the product SUNY Cortland Division III, where he had 167 catches, over 3,000 yards, and 32 touchdowns in his career. Caps off that drive with a 47-yard. Just go deep and find it. Walton got beat on the coverage, and now it is Wooden and Rice back deep for the Chargers, looking to make an imprint in this fourth quarter, and still in search of their first preseason touchdown as we approach the end of game number 2. And this will go into the end zone as well, so this will start at the 30 for the Chargers. It's official. Chargers team store in El Segundo is now open. Located at 2144 East El Segundo Boulevard, the new brick and mortar store is stocked with the latest limited edition collabs, jerseys, headwear, sideline gear, and more. For more information, visit chargers.com/shop. The Bolts overall, the new facility for the Chargers, is fantastic. Truly impressive. Just opened up in July. And Perez staying in there. We have not seen Max Duggan in this game. We saw Stick play the entire first half. It's been Perez the rest of the way. Handoff. And no real room to work with for Elijah Dotson as we check in with Jamie.
Guys, I'm here with Ladd McConkey, the 34th overall pick out of Georgia. You got your first preseason action today. How did it feel?
Yeah, it was good. You know, get out there, get to play. Didn't get to play last week, so I was super excited to get out there this week and, you know, get out there with the guys and play.
You did get a chance early in training camp to build some chemistry with Justin Herbert. How's that going, and how are you guys continuing to build the chemistry?
Yeah, it's been going good. You know, every day just trying to lock in. You know, when we're out there together, just making sure we're on the same page, making sure he knows what I'm doing, I know what he wants. So he's been in this league, he's done it, so I'm trying to learn everything I can from him.
There's an opportunity to have fun with this team. What have the coaches told you to take advantage of that?
Yeah, you know, where they drafted me, I feel like high expectations. I want to go in, make plays. So whatever they ask of me, that's what I'm going to do. That's it.
All right, enjoy it, Ladd. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Guys, back to you.
All right, Jamie, that first game for Ladd McConkey, and a lot of the rookies, including Joe Alt, talked about it after last week's game with the Seahawks. It's that first feel. It almost feels like you have to just get it off that back. You know, you've got to get it done, move forward, and really take strides. And here's a 3rd and 13 for Luis Perez, playing in his second game in a Charger uniform. Perez, step up, dump it off, and Patterson, with not a whole lot to work with, does get a nice gain, but it sets up 4th down and a punt for the Chargers.
And getting back to McConkey, because he got the first pass, ran a good route, maybe got that feeling that you talked about. Now it's gone, the jitters. He's been so outstanding in practice, and Jamie talked about the chemistry that he was able to build with Herbert before he got hurt, and that'll just continue to grow. As you talked about his route running ability, he's going to be a slot receiver primarily for the Chargers, and they also think he can work outside.
Long punt. It's going to be taken by Smith. Smith looking to show off the speed. He stays on his feet, down the sideline, and dumped out of bounds near midfield. Thomas Harper gets to him. Nice return. Xavier Smith making his presence felt in this game, and it'll be good field position for the Rams when we come back. Four-point game, 7:42 to play. Can't get enough of the Bolts? Follow @Chargers, the #1 social media team in the NFL, and get up-to-the-minute news, analysis, exclusive behind-the-scenes access, and some of the most creative content in sports. It's simple. Just type in @Chargers to follow along on Twitter/X, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. I still think it's Twitter. It's all you tweet.
You don't X?
I don't X.
Me neither.
X going to give it to you, but not going to tweet it to you. Bennett looking to escape. He can't, lost the ball. Chargers looked like they jumped on it. Michael Mason was right there when the ball popped out, and the Chargers appear to have it.
You got to wonder about Bennett's decision making.
The fumble recovered by the defense. First down.
He threw that really horrible interception in the end zone, and now he's running with the ball, and he's not protecting it. Gets hit from behind right there. Ball chopped out by the Chargers, and an easy recovery.
Shane Lee actually took it away from his own teammate. Mason was the first one to the deck.
And Quarterman with the right hand punch out. The linebackers making a play. And then you got to sit next to the guy on the sideline, on the bench. Makes it easier for our crew. Mike Arnold, director. Jim Rickoff, our producer.
And Patterson, the running back, with 2 yards on the ground. So Perez staying in there down the stretch as Tucker Fisk will go towards the sideline. This is a massive opportunity. Still no touchdowns in the preseason for the Chargers offense, for the Chargers period. They've gotten 4 field goals combined. Perfect field position now, already in Rams territory. You've got to capitalize.
Yeah, well, timeouts. Don't even have to worry about that with just under 7 minutes to go.
Perez over the middle. It's tipped and incomplete. Dangerous as Benson could not squeeze it.
He avoided a huge collision here. But Perez did not read what's out in front of the receiver, the linebacker for the Rams.
Third down conversions identical. Most of the stats identical. Only difference, the Bennett touchdown, the long ball to Lott. Here's a 3rd and 8. Perez lofts, incomplete, and a flag is down.
I think the Rams were offsides. That'll be a break for the Chargers.
Holding. Defense number 36. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic. First down.
Charles Woods, the rookie out of SMU.
That's even better because it's automatic first down.
So a big break keeps this drive alive. Still plenty of time with 6:46 to play. And with the way the Chargers defense has played today, you feel like you get a touchdown. You feel like you're giving yourself a real chance to go and win the game. Delayed handoff. Vidal finds the space. Vidal bounce it to the outside, lowers the shoulder and picks up 8. Another flag down.
This one's coming back.
Offense number 73. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Foster Sorrell.
Number 73 right there. And as Vidal moves to the outside, you can see the grab there.
So what looked like such a promising beginning to the drive then gets extended. After the turnover, you're back in your own territory on a 1st and 20. Perez over the middle. It's caught. Nice grab in stride. Patterson. And that's a big pickup to get a whole bunch of it back and then some. Sets up 2nd and medium.
Yeah, that's really a smart play call by Greg Roman too. Get the ball on a short pass to a guy with running ability after the catch. And that's what Patterson gives you. The speed, getting up the field, making a move, and if he doesn't run into his own player, his own teammate, he might have got all the way to the first down marker.
Well, Greg Roman has talked about this running back room overall. They've been excited about Vidal. They wanted to see how he would handle a bunch thrown at him, but they love what Patterson brings as well. We saw that last week. They said it's truly anybody based on the play call. They'll go right back to Patterson. He'll set up 3rd and 1. So Vidal will come back in on this 3rd and short. They've got Parham back on the field as the big target in this short yard situation. A field goal doesn't really do you much good at this point of the game either.
Well, and you got 2 shots at it. You got 3rd down and 4th down, and obviously, if you don't get it on 3rd, you're going for it on 4th.
Showing run. Fisk in motion. Vidal got the first down. Plenty of space, bulldozing his way forward inside the 30.
I love his vision. It's a couple of times tonight where he started at one. Watch, he comes here and then sees the opening. Real good patience at the line of scrimmage, waiting for that opening to materialize and then getting through it for the first down.
And that felt like a little bit of a test from Donald Parham as well. They wanted to see what he's going to look like as a blocker, and he had to seal his end of that line. 6th play of the drive. Swing it to the outside quickly for Johnson, and he is dragged out of bounds. Who can step up and be this hero for the Chargers offense? Perez now 11 of 16, 72 yards. Stick was 8 of 13, 85 yards in the interception. Fehoko had the 2 big catches in the first half. Quentin Johnston had the big grab to start the second half. Patterson back in there. 2nd and 8. Get it to him. Patterson. And he gets sandwiched in between Rams defenders to set up 3rd and about 4.
I think the officials blew the whistle a little too soon that time. It appeared that Patterson was still working his legs and then waiting for help to come, and the help pushed him about another 2 yards down the field. It's contacted here, but he's certainly not down. There's the help. There's the couple of yards that the officials didn't give him.
Empty set. Play clock down to 3. 3rd down and 4. Perez looks, fires, incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag comes in. Leon Johnson was the intended target, and now 4th and 4 and a decision for the Chargers offense.
I'm not sure he would have had the first down with that play. Looked like he was going to be short of the first down, and you got to give the Rams credit for really tight coverage.
So here you go, 4th and 4. With the Chargers having all 3 timeouts, this won't end the game if you don't get it, but it'll come awfully close. Patterson the back. Perez uncorks. It's caught with a feet down. No, Cornelius Johnson. Impressive individual effort. It's ruled incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Well, he had it, bobbled it, and then went out of bounds with it. There's the bobble, the effort to make the catch. Watch the feet.
Ooh.
Oh, he had control of the ball as he hit the ground.
The question is, were both feet still down once he gained control? Right there.
Oh, so close. Not total control of the ball. Still bobbling, but good throw by Perez. Wish he would have made the catch initially.
Looked like that right foot was just coming up as he completed the catch. Johnson, you see right there, who played for Jim Harbaugh at Michigan, was honorable mention All Big Ten last year, trying to plead his case. Instead, it'll be Rams football. Handoff, Evans trying to drag the pile. He picks up 9, and with a couple of first downs, this game will be over.
Now you got to start using those timeouts, though. Big 9-yard gain on first down. You can kind of tell the wind is a little bit out of the sails of this Charger defense. They've been outstanding this evening. Take away one long pass, and you've had a good night as a unit.
Gave up 16 points last week to the Seahawks, only 13 points here with under 3 to play to the Rams. Right back to Evans. He's met in the backfield. Teair Tart.
No relation to Jamie Tart, though.
Right now, he's playing more like Roy Kent. He's here, he's there, he's everywhere.
Charge timeout.
Two
Los
big
Angeles
plays
Chargers.
from number 90.
This will be a 30-second timeout.
Job getting into the backfield and then wrapping up the running back and getting a lot of help.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So Tart brought in this week and making a big impact to set up 3rd and 2. So now with the timeout, 2:39, you get the stop, you take another timeout, you've got the 2-minute warning and 1 remaining to try to drive down back the field.
Tart is a player.
Yes.
Man.
3rd and 2. Handoff. Evans plunging forward. It's a 1st down. Hankins a little late to get to him, and Evans keeps it churning for the Rams offense.
2nd charge timeout. Los Angeles Chargers. This will be a 30-second timeout. Please reset the game clock to 2:31, please. 2:31. Thank you.
Not quite the clincher, but certainly inching that way for the Rams on that
Please reset.
run.
There you go. Thank you.
And remember, Evans limped off the field.
Yeah.
He does not look hurt right now, boy. He's still decisive. They ran off tackle that time instead of between the tackles. And he got that 1st down.
62 yards on the day, and now Boston Scott in the game. Give to Scott. Navigates his way through and picks up 7. Gets to the 40 before Kennedy can get him down. Some extracurricular after the fact. Did see a fumble.
3rd and final charge timeout.
That put
Los
the Chargers in
Angeles
good field position on the
This will be
previous
a
possession.
30-second timeout.
Take their final timeout with 2:25 to play.
Please
so one
set-
more 1st down.
Please set the game clock to 2:26, please.
And the Rams
2:26.
We'll take this battle for LA. And Jim Harbaugh, he wanted to see some more completions. He certainly saw that. 21 completions between his 2 quarterbacks. Perez 13 of 20, Stick 8 of 13. He loved what he saw from the defense last week. It feels like it's been a continuation for the most part from what we saw from the Chargers defensive unit against the Seahawks. But overall, there's still a lot to work through. And look, we all know that when Justin Herbert is healthy, this offense is going to look a lot different than what we've seen through these first couple of games with Easton Stick and Luis Perez, but still a lot to be left on the table here. Second and 3. Handoff. Scott tripped up. That'll likely take us down to the 2-minute warning. There'll be one final gasp from this Chargers defense to try to get one final stop.
Well, they will get the ball back if they do stop them. They'll have some time, but they'll have a long field to navigate.
No timeouts remaining for the Chargers either, with 2 minutes remaining. Final 2 minutes here from SoFi Stadium. Tonight's player of the game is presented by UCLA Health, keeping you on top of your game. Well, Dean Leonard did a little bit of everything today for this Chargers defense.
He did a good job of tight coverage, bounced back from a couple of penalty and also a reception. But that interception that right there was really key for Leonard, who was close to the ball, close to the receivers most of the evening.
He'll watch as his defensive comrades look to get one final stop. 3rd down and 2. The Rams have looked to run this clock all the way down. It's been Stetson Bennett from start to finish at quarterback this game. for a Rams team that's got 2 veterans at that same position, Matthew Stafford and bringing in Jimmy Garoppolo this year. But it's been Bennett's preseason so far, and he's looking to win yet another game on the Rams side. 3rd down and 2. Scott the back. A stop and the Chargers get the ball back. A 1st down, and this game is over. And looking to draw them instead. They will take the timeout.
First charge timeout, Los Angeles Rams. This will be a 30-second timeout.
We say this every year, Dan, but preseason you get to work through all these situations. And so for the Rams players, for the Chargers players, this is a situation. No timeouts remaining for the Chargers, the Rams with a couple of them. What do you do with 2 minutes remaining on a 3rd down and 2? And they get to play it out in real time.
Well, there's a thing about this preseason is that it gives you guys a lot of opportunity to try to make a football team. That's number 1 right now, especially for the guys that are in the game right now. Make a play like we saw Tart make a play. Somebody's got to make a play here.
3rd down and 2. Ball game on the line. Handoff. Scott, he's got it, and then some. There goes Scott. Inside the 25, he'll slide down, and this ball game is over.
That is always the danger on a short yardage play, that if you bust the line of scrimmage, everybody is so crowded on defense up close to the line of scrimmage, and a guy like Boston with his experience breaking that first tackle and then getting down the field and cinching this one for the Rams.
What a moment for acting head coach today, Aubrey Pleasant, who's been down on the sideline, and he will walk away with a victory as his team is in victory formation. A couple of kneels for Stetson Bennett. So the Chargers will drop back-to-back games in this preseason, the Jim Harbaugh era. Still without a touchdown through 2 preseason games. A little bit more offensive rhythm. Stick and Perez played the entire game at quarterback and completed 21 of 33 passes combined. But the game-winning touchdown goes to the young man from SUNY Cortland, D3 J.J. Lopp. And the Chargers will fall to 0-2 in 2024 preseason action. They lose the Battle of LA by the final score of 13-9. Officially final. Jim Harbaugh exchanging pleasantries post-game here at SoFi Stadium. We'll come back. Some final thoughts on this matchup. What the Chargers showcased here today on this field after a 13-9 loss against the Rams.